Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Quarantine Corner. I am over the moon to be featuring this person today in our performer spotlight. He's not only a dancer, an incredible dancer, performer, choreographer, visionary, makeup artist, reality show TV star, and one of the most in-demand people that I know here in Las Vegas and elsewhere. And he is none other than the amazing Adolfo Barreto. Now, Adolfo is originally from Puerto Rico. Yes! He's been in Vegas for the last 15 years, and he moved here to be a part of the dance company Havana Nights. And may I just say that was an incredible decision because, my friend, your career has been nothing short of spectacular since you landed here 15 years ago. And in the short time that I've been in Vegas, seeing what you have done and created for yourself has just been truly inspiring and just a wonderful, wonderful thing to see. Now, you would have seen Adolfo as a dancer in Show in the Sky at the Rio years ago. He was a part of the incredible Show in the Sky family. He was also in Vegas the Show at Planet Hollywood. He was a dancer in the show Illusions, and of course he has a fabulous role in none other than Vegas's favorite steampunk show, Alice. Now, not only is Adolfo an incredible dancer, I mean literally take your shoe off and want to throw it at him kind of dancer. I'm not kidding you guys. When you work with him and you see what he does and how he executes what he does, pretty much everyone who's in the same room as him, we just look at each other and kind of laugh because it's just so good. And I don't know how else to say it. It's just so good. And not only is he a dancer, but he's so well versed in so many other things. And he's not just okay at them. He literally is like the top of his craft in everything that he does. And it's just amazing. He's a performer and choreographer for the Latin Grammys and the Latin Billboard Awards. He's done that for years. He's a choreographer for Six Flags in California. So he's, the one they call on to provide the choreography for their shows and entertainment, and he's really tough to get a hold of, so make sure you schedule him appropriately if you need him. He's also a choreographer for E Plus Productions, Q Productions, and I brought him into a couple things that I was working on the past few years. He was a choreographer for the National Finals Rodeo, as well as a show that I was co-producing last summer and brought Adolfo on as the choreographer because I just knew that he had the vision that I wanted, and he did not disappoint, let me tell you. Not only is he such an in-demand choreographer, an in-demand performer, he is also incredibly well-known and well-respected in the makeup industry. He is just an incredible makeup artist. Now, he is currently the head of makeup at Cirque du Soleil's O at the Bellagio. It's such an incredible accomplishment for Adolfo to be the head of makeup there at such a well-respected, well-known show, and I'm just so proud of you for doing that, my friend. He's also a makeup instructor at the L Institute, and he's teaching online, so you guys, you've got to check him out because soon he's going to be teaching online, which is like so amazing because he's literally one of the best of the best. He was also a reality star on Sci-Fi's Face Off. He was also on the show Game Face. And it was so exciting for all of us here in Vegas when Adolfo became a part of the show Face Off. We were just all so excited and cheering him on. It was one of our own, one of our Vegas people was just killing it on the show. He went back as one of the all-stars. The stuff that he does and creates is literally out of this world. It's not a shock to me or anyone else why he was chosen to be part of such an incredible show and is so well respected in that community as well. He's also the makeup designer for Alice. He's the makeup designer for Zombie Burlesque, Cirque du Soleil's One Night for One Drop, and Le Rêve at the Wynn, and many more. I mean, he's just very in demand when it comes to not just the aesthetic, but just design. I mean, Adolfo is one of the most creative people, and I think we all know that here in Las Vegas. And you have no idea, Adolfo, how many people you continue to inspire with what you do, who you are, your ethic, and your constant hunger for creating and getting better. Even though we all think you're at the top of your game, it's for someone like Adolfo, he doesn't look at it that way. He's always pushing himself to be better and better and better. And my experience with Adolfo years ago when I first came to Vegas was E+ hired me for a New Year's gig, and Adolfo was the choreographer for the project. And I walked in and started learning his choreography and was like, oh, okay, Vegas, this is how this is gonna go. And I'm telling you guys, Adolfo is one of the first people in this city that pushed me so much as somebody who came from a musical theater, jazz, technical ballet world. Working with someone like Adolfo not only pushed me as a performer and made me feel more well-versed, but nothing compares to Adolfo's musicality. I am telling you, you guys know this. That man hears things in music that I don't hear until he shows it. And he'll even say to all of us, you might not hear it, but it's right there, it's in here. And my God, it is, every time. And so that's what I mean when you work with this man and he gets in his zone, and we all know it, we've all seen it, because he takes it seriously and he cares. It's not just slapping something together to get a paycheck. This guy is he's so caring. He's so meticulous about his craft. You can see when he gets in his zone, you can see that he's thoughtful and he's thinking and he knows where he wants to go with whatever vision he's trying to create. And it's just incredible. He is one of the best choreographers, hands down, in my opinion, in this city. It just is so creative, it's so current, and it's definitely his own style. It's like, you know Adolfo's material, you know it, and once you've worked with it more and more, it never becomes easy, but it becomes a little more settled in your body, especially for someone like me. And I had the pleasure of working with Adolfo last summer when I was co-producing a show for a venue back east. And I knew the second that I got the theme of the show, and when I was producing it and writing it, I knew the person that I had to go to. There were two people I had to go to. Adolfo was one of them. I knew that he would come through with this vision, and he did not disappoint. And we worked so hard, and every day I came in giving Adolfo my vision for what I wanted for these numbers, and every day we rehearsed. He literally hit it out of the ballpark, and the show was so spectacular. And I had the pleasure of Malachi assisting with me as well, and it was just a wonderful, wonderful experience. And that's in thanks to large part to Adolfo, who did me just such a beautiful service by being a part of the project with me, and I will never forget that. And I will also never forget that on my closing night at Vegas the Show, I had this wonderful, wonderful friend come to my house and do my makeup for my final performance at Vegas the Show, which was one of the most special nights in my life. And he was there and present for it, and came backstage in between shows and gave me the touch-up, and it was just such a special memory for me. Also because Adolfo was a veteran of the show, and he's just become a really wonderful friend because he's somebody that I really, really admire. He is also just somebody who is just a fierce friend. He is such he's just so well known in this community for everything that he does. He has such an eye for anything that has any impact when it comes to being creative, even in his own style, like the things that he wears, how he shows up. It's just, he always shows up. That's the thing about Adolfo. He's just very aware of how he's presenting himself, how he's presenting his craft, how he's presenting his creativity and the things that he does. And it is very, very heavily respected in this community and in this city. It does not go unnoticed, Adolfo, because you have worked for it, my friend, and my God, you have worked so hard. And we, as the community, the entertainment community here in Vegas, are so grateful for all that you give to so many of us. And then you can also submerge yourself into the artistry by continuing to perform and inspiring us by being an actor and on stage, continuing to choreograph, continuing to create and push yourself, and it's just a wonderful thing to see. When I asked Adolfo about where he'd like to see Vegas entertainment go once we're on the other side of this, he said he hopes that more new producers and choreographers get the opportunity to create shows that showcase their visions here in Las Vegas. And my God, Adolfo, I hope that you are one of these people, along with many other creatives here in the city. But you, my friend, would be somebody that would just blow Vegas out of the water. So I hope and pray that this guy gets an opportunity to showcase his vision, create shows because it is an incredible thing that you do for the city. It's an incredible gift that you have, that you're able to just go the extra mile when it comes to creating. It's never complacent and it's never boring, ever. One-y and a two-y. And so he also thinks that there should be more family-friendly shows. I agree with that. I think that we've lost that when it comes to catering to a certain demographic in this city. Even if it's earlier show times, just providing a service to anyone who comes here that are able to partake in Vegas entertainment and see Vegas shows at an appropriate price at an appropriate time of day and is family-friendly. Adolfo, I just can't say enough about you. For me personally, the mark that you've made in my life as somebody who came to Vegas, as somebody who is a dancer and a performer, I'm always pushed by you, no matter what you're doing. Your creative vision and the way that you continue to push yourself. You are such a hard worker, and I think that we all know that here in Las Vegas, how special you are to this city, how special you are to the community, how special you are to your friends, how supportive you are, and we just thank you for diving so far into what you do and providing just a sense of camaraderie and love for what you do. You are so supported in this community by so many of us. We love you so much. So you guys check out this incredible talent here in Las Vegas. Adolfo, my friend, producer, director, choreographer, makeup artist, reality show TV star, and just somebody who is spectacular by every sense of the word. We love you so much in this city, Adolfo, and we thank you for everything you've done. You guys, thank you so much for enjoying another episode of Quarantine Corner. Don't forget, I know we're in for the long haul, but keep washing your hands, keep cleansing your hearts, love each other, and always support the arts, which is continuing to happen in this city, and it is fantastic. And I am so grateful to be a part of such a wonderful community. Thank you guys. See you next time.